Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the DD Talks podcast. It's Didi and I'm here with
Timmy.
And welcome. So this episode I'm gonna actually start off with our song of the week for this week. We're still on the theme of underrated artists. And I'm gonna go first. I have this artist called Lasmid, Lasmid, and the song is Pull. It's a nice, soulful, romantic song.
You say pool?
Puul.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
How about you?
It's an artist named Q. Literally just the letter Q. And the name of the song is Take Me Where Your Heart Is, which honestly, I'd say it speaks for itself.
Just cute.
Yeah, it's cute. Yeah.
Okay. Take me where your heart is.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was scrolling on Elon Musk's internet when I came across this. Oh, sorry. Mark Zuckerberg's internet actually. Facebook.
Oh, I was like,
Elon Musk's Twitter, well,
what
X.
does he have to do with anything? But yeah.
So I was on Facebook. And I came across this video. This person had their full body tatted.
Okay.
So I was like, wait, is the nipular region tatted as well, or I don't know. So I was like trying to watch the video. Maybe it could have been tape. I'm not sure, but like the full boobs are out, just like the nipple you see. So I was like, okay, should studs on social media be making videos or be coming out with their titties out? Like, it just got me thinking. Because the video was nice, but like, should studs have their titties out?
What was she doing in the video?
It's like a thirst trap video, really. Dance, walked in, vibed, walked out.
That was it?
Yeah.
And it was just like fully naked from the waist up?
Yeah. Just the way someone could see.
Okay. Does she have big boobs?
No. Not that big. For her size, they were just fitting for her. She has the same figure.
Like, was she tatted like, even on the boobs?
Yeah. Because I came across another video of a stud as well. But this was like a much bigger stud. The same exact video.
Naked?
Yeah.
Waist up?
Yeah.
Was that one tatted?
Not really, not as much.
So you could clearly see what the boob was?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think nipple was covered as well in this one. Yeah.
To be honest.
So people were reacting to that video with the post. So the first one, okay, but people were reacting to the second video.
So is that because she was bigger?
Yeah.
So they were being fucking stupid.
Well.
Sorry, I didn't sir. But yeah.
Yeah. People are just like, what the.
To me, if you want to be naked on the internet, just cover what you need to cover.
Okay.
I don't really care about anything else.
Okay.
And this is like regardless of gender. If you want to be naked on the internet, you made that choice. Because that's a bold choice to make, first of all. You made that choice. As long as it's not considered, like, what's the word I'm looking for? As long as it goes along with the guidelines of whatever app you're using, show your body. If you're proud of it, show your body. Okay. Just cover what needs to be covered. So, like, for the women, cover the nipples. For the men, obviously cover the penis. But, like, show. It doesn't, I don't care if you're stud, whatever. Like, if you want to show your body, to be honest. Okay. Yeah. So, like for me, I'll say the first video I came across, it was just like, oh, okay, that's different. I haven't seen that on LinkedIn. But the different is not corn. So I was like, okay, that's different. But, nice looking video. It's like, okay, and I kind of watched it a couple times. But the second video, I think because it was also married to reaction video, I was like, okay, I mean, do your thing, get your life. But then that reaction, was like, wait a second. So I watched that video again. And I'm like, okay, like you said, cover what needs to be covered. But why does it even need to be covered in the first place? I'm more thinking of in terms of the guidelines, because like it's if you show like a nipple, it's then borders on porn. So that's why I'm like.
So the guidelines are social media guidelines. Yeah. Okay. So
because if it's going to be porn, then let it be porn. If it's not going to be porn, then don't let it be porn. Like showing the nipple cross, like merge, like not merges. It's what's the word I'm looking for? It makes that line not a solid line when between it being not porn and it being porn. Because then there's the argument of those things. So that's why I'm like, just cover what you need to cover. If you're trying to be, if it's porn you're trying to post, then let me know it's porn.
Is it disrespectful?
No.
Okay. Because some people say, like, I kept seeing a lot of, like, comments about it being disrespectful.
Sorry, disrespectful to post the nudity?
Yeah. To post the nudity, to walk around with, like, your titties out even though your nipple is covered. And I was like, okay.
Why is it disrespectful to who? Who is being disrespectful? It's their body. They can do what they want with it. If they want to show it, then it's their choice. Why is it? I mean, who's being disrespected? By their choice to show their body. It would be different if it's somebody else's body they're showing without consent. Then it's like you're disrespecting that person. But if I decide that I want to post my boobies on the internet, who is being disrespected? It's my body. Yeah. Like, why are you mad? Like, I mean, there's even a whole thing of people. Sorry, there's a whole thing of people being like, free the nipple, because if you show nipple, the social media have to take your picture down because they're like, this is borderline porn. Which I was like, I kind of get that. But it was not doing the same thing for a man's chest. Well, because a man's chest, I think because on a woman, a nipple is obviously like a sexual part. It also is for men as well. But it's not seen as that in the general like consensus of things, which is why. Because for the woman, it is your like people. I'm more likely to look at a woman's nipples and get turned on than I am a man. Which I think is how most people think about it. Which is why there was the whole free the nipple thing, because like if guys can show nipple, why can't women? That was why that started in the first place. But as someone who has done a philosophy class and the whole like porn thing, I understood why that was like a thing of guys are allowed to post nipples and women aren't. So why? One, sorry? Why? Just because for a woman a nipple is seen as sexual as opposed to on a man. Okay. Like the general consensus is just that like I'm not gonna see a man's nipples and be like, oh, that's some sexy nipples. But on a woman, it's like I'm gonna see a nipple and probably get turned on a little bit. So that's that argument there. But again, if someone wants to post their body, I don't see a reason why they can't. That's a personal consensus. I wonder when it started that, because in some cultures it's okay to be like that free and have your nipples out and just people just cover like your lower region, like the part that's really used for procreation and I guess intercourse in a way. But in some cultures, like you can still like even in Nigeria, you can still have like your top part, and it's during certain ceremonies like women will come out like that. No, I get that, but that's again in their culture. Like I'm just talking about posting online. So like out in the community, like out online on a regular day, if somebody were to come out and just walk around with like especially like with the example for the person who started, like up to their boobsy, just walking around without a shirt, it's summertime, it's hot. Like that's in that context, would that be disrespectful? I don't think it's disrespectful at all if someone chooses to show their body. Okay. Like I don't care if their body, their choice. If they want to walk around like that, that is their choice to make. That is their decision. Who am I to be disrespected by that choice? It has nothing to do with me. It's not affecting me on any level. Yeah. So why am I? What's wrong? If you're talking naked, kudos to you. Okay. I would be shocked at first. I'm like, yo, what the hell? After that, that's the only reaction I'm going to have. After that, I've moved on. I'll probably tell someone else about it, like, yo, you won't believe what I saw on the road today. But I'm not doing it as I'm judging or as I feel disrespected. It's shock to me that somebody walked out of their house half naked. Like, it could be, honestly, it could be anything. That's why I was like, is a plus size person tatted up to? Just as like, are we looking at the same, like, circumstance? Because some people would have probably like, oh, she's tatted up, so like it's probably okay because it can look like a shirt a little bit. Yeah. But it's like, if for either one of them, if they feel so confident in their body that they want to show off their body, kudos to them. Like why? But my people are like, I'm disrespected. Oh, why? What does that have to do with you? Like what is them not choosing to wear clothes have to do with your life, your sanity, your like you go home that day and your life is still the same. All the only difference is you saw somebody who is confident enough to show their body. That was it. Yeah. So I'm like, I don't care. That's what I'm aggressive. I just don't want to see dick on the streets. Fair enough. So I was like, so why I actually wanted to bring like I brought up that is significantly a stuff is at the end of the day, whatever you identify with, somebody that has boobs, people
generally tend to see them as a woman first. So there is the thing of like becoming like an accidental victim in a situation like that. So I was like, oh, but I noticed like some stuff because the kind of, I mean, I've even been guilty of that where it's like, oh yeah, I don't really see myself as potentially being victimized by men. So I don't really see them as like a threat or something that could be, like with that similar situation with like the bear and a man. I don't necessarily see them like if I'm walking around on the streets, like somebody will just come and grab me and da da da. So in a situation where, and I brought it up to a friend and she was like, "Wait, what if some random guy just makes her a victim, like sexually assaults her in the middle of the road because she had her tits out? Like sometimes it's not yes means yes or whatever in a situation like that." I was like, where would the no, there's nothing to even say about fault, but what would even be done to like stop that or like cause that to never happen? Like, would the stop be victimized? Yes, your body, your choice, and you're walking on the road. But if you become an accident, like if you become a victim, the person that assaulted you is still to blame, right?
Yeah.
But people will still look at you and be like, oh, you should have just covered up in the first place, as opposed to
that one. I've always hated that statement because people have been victimized and they're fully clothed. So sometimes it really doesn't matter what you're wearing. Yeah. You could be fully naked, you could be fully clothed. I mean, there was one particular case where the woman was covered from head to toe because it was cold. All you could see was her face and she was still victimized. So it really doesn't matter what they're wearing. Yeah. So in that case, I'm like, it's the person that did the assaulting. And how do you prevent that? Kill them before they can get to the age of assault. As legit me, if there was a way to detect, if you just carry a cell from their body and see their entire future and see that okay, at some point they are going to come and do evil. Just there
was a way to like scam babies when they're born. Like,
just instantly they're born, just barcode, just instantly. What's your future? So that we can just easily eliminate you as you just entered the world, because we don't need more harm in this world. That's how we prevent it. It doesn't matter what they wore, because if fully clothed are still being attacked, there's nothing like it's your fault because you didn't wear clothes, because they've worn clothes. Yeah. So that's not a valid anything. So that argument there, shh, just shh. That's nah. But like I understand what you're saying of like people will probably find it more acceptable for the stuff to do it than for the like plus size person to do it. Yeah. And I'm like, that's stupid.
Well, the plus size person was also stuff, but it's just people will be like, oh, that person, oh, slim, da da da, visually appealing. People will just be like, but more people hate on the bigger body and
yeah, that's why my first thing was they're effing haters. Yeah. Like F them.
Yeah.
Because that one was a clear size difference.
Yeah. So I was like, it's not even why are you not wearing a shirt? It's like put like cover up.
Yeah, like we don't want to see that.
Exactly. Like it was giving more of the energy, but the first one, man, like everybody was in the comments like, oh, then
good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But the moment a bigger size person does the same thing,
it's like
it's a problem.
Like, yeah, no, I found that very weird.
And to those people, F you and your parents.
Yeah. I mean, the parents must have been
no.
No, because some people be out here cooking up some weird ass stuff that even parents be like, I don't know where you came from. Where did you even come from?
I still say what I said.
Alright, period.
F you. In fact, let me see, this is just not your parents. F you and your parents, your aunties, your uncles, your grandmother, your grandfather, on both sides. I don't care if they were dead before you were born. Both sides. F your teachers, your lecturers, any single adult that was placed in charge of you to a certain point. F the friends that you thought were your friends. F the friends you have now. Because show me your friend and I'll show you who you are. So you and your entire community can go and F yourselves and enter the gutter. Since it's not just the parents that can affect the person. So everybody can F themselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody hating on somebody because of their size actually is a ridiculous person, and it's really not. Somebody's size has nothing to do with you, so
right.
For using that as a basis to like judge people, like people that look at you and be like, "Oh, you're lazy because you're plus size," or you're, you're not the kind of person that can do certain activities or do certain things. It's like, I'm sorry, if Lizzo could split and do all those gymnastics and do all this extraness, like, do you think, really and really, like, time and time has shown, and proven again, your size doesn't limit what you can do. There might be certain spaces you might not be able to, like, enter given the restrictions, but it really doesn't restrict how well you can move yourself or, like, exist. It could affect your health, but there's healthy and there's unhealthy. Like, there's no one size fits all.
Because some of you skinny MFers are the most unhealthiest human beings on this earth.
Like I've seen some people, all they have to do is just eat, go to the bathroom, and that's it, they're balanced. And some people, it's not like that. It might take a couple of days for their food to show. Yeah. It just, everybody, it's 2025. Keep your opinions about people's size to your freaking self. Don't even have opinions, but if you must, keep it to yourself. Like, I went to a drag show yesterday and I saw this drag queen. It was a plus size drag queen that was throwing it up on the dance floor. And I was like, damn, I'm talking like this person was like pretty plus size. And they were throwing it up and I was like, yes. It reminded me of like the days I used to work and watch RuPaul and you see not got milk. Eureka and all these like really like plus size drag queens with tearing up the dance floor. It's like at the end of the size was into it. And exactly. Speaking about stuff, so I saw this video on, I don't know who owns TikTok, but whoever owns TikTok internet. Okay, I saw it on TikTok, full stop. Yeah. And this video was about people being attracted to your masculinity and not you as the person. So when you present, like me, I present more masculine on a day-to-day. I mean, yes, I identify as gender fluid. Yes, I like to switch it up. But most of the time, I present more masculine. And so that attracts people that are attracted to masculinity, regardless of like the type of person they are or the gender they are. They're attracted to masculinity, will be more attracted to you. So this lady was like, have you ever felt like you're with somebody that likes you just for being that masculine person? Like if you start to switch up or show your femininity, then they'll either like try to stunt it or not really give it energy or da da da. And I was like, yes, I've been in that situation a lot of the time and it's very weird. She was like, that how to know if the person you're with is with you for like who you are is if you're more of a masculine person, maybe try to just either dress more femme one day or, be more open about it or even try to strike a conversation about it and see how that person reacts. I was like, at the end of the day, your masculinity should not, or how, everybody has masculinity and femininity regardless of their gender, right? Yeah. So it shouldn't affect the way that people see you because no person is just the one face. We all have different things about us. We all have different energies. We have different interests. We have all those things. Like me, what if I would want to do drag? Then would that take away from my masculinity? Would that take away from my femininity? Not be a drag queen, whatever. Or if I want to even, like today, I'll say I'm doing full glam. I'm wearing the ball gown. That doesn't take away from my masculinity. Because I can wear a full ass gown and still bounce. Yeah. Like, I mean, business. Like, so when I was watching that video and just the comments, people being like, yeah, I've been there, been there. And it's like, she was like, you don't even know how easy it is to get trapped into a role of being a man to certain women because they just came from masculinity, not that they're attracted to you as, like, whatever you identify as or the femininity that comes with your gender as well. And then on the other hand, there are the people that want you to be more, like, feminine, and then they're not really attracted to that masculinity, they try to change you. Like, there's no when. Okay, so, yeah, at the end of the day, I lost track of it. Let me find it.
You're saying how, what is it? That a lot of stuff basically goes to the whole people are attracted to their masculinity, but not like them themselves. To those people, yeah, first of all, F you, obviously. Truly and always, that would be my response to you. But also, if you're attracted to your masculinity, go and date a man.
Literally.
Leave the stuff alone.
Like, I mean, some people are attracted to more masculine stuff and they are still well in their rights or like identify as lesbian and they are lesbian. But the people that are actually, I think, the people that are actually lesbian accept the full package.
Yeah.
Like, if you just want that, like, you want a masculine woman that is like a stone. I mean, there are those out there, but you're not really giving. You can't really force that on people that don't really identify as that. Yeah. Especially if that's something that they want to be able to be vulnerable about within either the relationship, whatever you guys like are. Like, it's, if you want to find a stone, go find your stone.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're attracted to masculinity and that is all you're looking for, go find it in the people you find it in and leave the rest of them. Exactly. It's not. I'm so sorry. It's all the way people would latch onto a person and try and force a relationship or try and change that person to be molded into what the envisioned relationship would be. They're not the only people on earth. I promise you that all this forcing you're trying to force and molding you're trying to mold, there is somebody else that exists that you have to do all this work for. Exactly. So leave them alone and go and find that person. Yeah. And you are, if you're like a nice person, you are going to be honest, certain personalities will attract those people that know that they can change them. Like, I'll say I'm very flexible in my relationships. I'm the kind of person that I know I have a lot to give and I'm ready to give everything to whoever I'm with. So, to be honest, somebody told me that I'm actually the kind of person that could be easily changed. And when I heard that, I was like, wait a second. They're like, oh, you could be easily changed, especially if it's like in small doses. I say, ah. So they're like, somebody would be able to easily just take advantage of that and then insert themselves or try to be so strong about that. The older you get, and this one told me, like, it's just going to take a minute, but the older you get, it's easier to clock that, oh, okay, this person is really trying to change me, no matter how slow they're doing the process. Or even opportunists. They like and are attracted to your spirit, like the kindness that you give, the way you relate to your friends, or you always have a lot of people around you. You seem like such an interesting person. You're attracted to that, but then they're not really attracted to the part of you that behind closed doors. Listen. Let me look at the camera directly. To whoever that thinks they can change my best friend, you have another thing coming, because that shit is not going to fly with me. Okay? I don't care if you can have connotations at the beginning. The moment I clock that Didi is acting in a way that's not Didi like, I'm so sorry, you're out the door. They might be so good that you won't even notice. But but the thing is, it comes with, for me, even before anybody can even easily change me, that's part of why the single journey is really strong for me. To be so solid in who you are and who you identify as. I think when you keep being entangled with all these weird people, that's what I'm gonna call them. That's the nicest way to call them. Yeah, weird people that make it their goal to bend you to whatever. You kind of lose yourself a little bit. So honestly, I don't think by the time I'm ready to enter the market again, I don't think anybody will be able to change me, but we shall see. Nah, I don't. Yeah, but I'm just saying, I keep saying this thing. There's a part of me that really just wants to fight people. So I'm actually ready. I'm ready to fight. So I just need one person to make the stupid mistake of thinking they can change you. I'm ready to tell you. And then they'll be surprised when I leave. They'll be surprised. Like, what? Did you have to calm me down? Yeah. Because let me not get angry. Let me not get angry. But back to the whole, what's it called? The people are attracted to masculinity. You can be attracted to masculinity. There's nothing wrong in that. Yeah. But when that is when that is the only way you want to make this person identify as, you are the problem. Exactly. You are the absolute problem, and I need you to just take several steps back and do a little reevaluation of your own life. Because that person is there living their life, doing what they need to do to survive. And here you come, trying to now force them to be more masculine than they want to. Here you come, thwarting whatever level of femininity they have. Listen, some people have refused to just clock that this is the thing. Regardless of gender, and when I mean gender, I mean the biological sex of a person, both feminine and masculine traits exist in this person. Yeah. Some people are blessed enough to have the balance, and some people show more feminine, and some people show masculine. Regardless, you are not to, what's it called? You are not to uphold one and downplay the other one. An ideal human being, an ideal person should have the perfect balance of masculine and feminine. And when I say this, I'm not even just saying it in how you present. I'm not saying it in how you dress. I mean in you as a person. Because some of your feminine traits will let you be able to do certain tasks, and some of your masculine traits will let you do other tasks. We as human beings are not perfect. We are inherently flawed. However, the perfect balance of both lets us survive longer. So when you're out here trying to now downplay someone's femininity because you're attracted to masculinity, I need you to F all the way off and go and find a different planet to live on. Because how dare you, because you're attracted to masculinity, now try to diminish someone's existence because you don't like the feminine side of them. It means you don't like yourself, and you need to fix yourself, because you can't be hating yourself and then try and drag somebody else down with you.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That is disgusting.
And you will never be happy.
Exactly.
You will never, if you can, the thing is, the people that want to change the people they're with, or like that want to change people in general, whether dating, whatever, those people will never be content with whatever outcome ever. Because one thing about change is like, it might not be, and I think you told me this as well, it might not be in the exact way you envision it in your head. You could be, change could come in a different way. You just have to be open to whatever you see. So like, I'm trying to change myself, and I'm trying to work on myself and grow and whatever. I might have a vision, but at the end of the day, during the process of change, I will learn so many things on the way, and then whatever outcome comes, I will have to love myself enough to accept that outcome.
Yeah.
So you can't be out here trying to change somebody, and then you get an outcome that is different. But in the process of trying to change them, they are learning things, and now they want to be a whole different person.
Thank you.
If you love that person enough, then you accept them for who they are. If you don't, all you have to do is carry your bag and walk away instead of,
because it's not by force.
So, and you keep trying to change them. You have a streamlined this thing, especially type A energy, and you have that streamlined. Well, this is exactly how you want this thing to break down. And you're going to not be content.
Please,
ever.
If you want a particular thing, AI exists specifically for you. Go and build them. No, seriously, because I hate that thing so much. I'm like, you met this person as they are, and then you saw them and decided, I don't like it, let me change it. Why? Why are you? Did you create them?
Yeah.
Are you their master? Are you their creator? Are you God? Like, I'm so sorry. Like, it's so effing ridiculous to me that you see this person, they've lived their life so far, they've thrived so far, or even just survived so far, and all they want to do is continue down the path. And obviously changes will come, but it is their own changes, not you now want to implement. And there's a difference between you're trying to change the person and you're trying to improve the person. Because improving just means you see the potential, you want them to grow. It means you want what better for them. It means you know they can reach higher heights and they are dulling themselves. That's different. But the change of all of a sudden they are dressing differently. All of a sudden they are eating differently. All of a sudden they are acting differently. If you are your ridiculous notion of what you want, don't go and enter burning fire and burn alive. Because the hell is wrong with you? Also, are you changed? You that want to change somebody, what gives you the audacity to think you're so perfect that you are now the person to change this person? Who are you?
Yeah.
Have you looked at your own flaws? Have you looked at where you are lacking? Also, you are trying to change them. What if they are managing you? What if they've seen you as you are, they're like, I mean, it's not what I want, but I'll manage. What if they're managing you have the effrontery?
God, the managing is crazy though.
No, but it's true now.
Yeah,
what if they're managing you? What if you are the placeholder for what they're actually looking for? Wow. Think about that, please. Don't come and be thinking you are so damn special that you cannot change somebody into what you want. Maybe you are the placeholder. Maybe you are actually trying to mold them into what you want. You are the placeholder. In fact, you are the side person. You understand? The main person just doesn't have time for them now, so they've come to you. Think about, see yourself that way before you start trying to change somebody else. Maybe it's you. Also, how come they're not trying? They don't have plans to change you. That you think you're a big boy, a big girl, that you want to come and be changing this person. oh, they are masculine, I want you to stay masculine. What if they're trying to turn you into masculine and you're feminine self? Then you say, oh, they're manipulating, they're gaslighting. You've not shut the F up. Sorry, I didn't mean to get that. It's just I've seen some examples and I'm like,
yeah,
I just need to slap some people on their head. But sorry, I didn't mean to. No, but really see yourself at the place with that before you start trying to choose somebody else.
No, for real though.
Yeah.
Like, God, I beg. I don't understand the relationships of managing. Everybody's managing each other. You're just managing yourself and going. That like I don't get it. What has love become? Is now management?
It's management too.
Voila.
It is. I don't want to be with myself,
bro.
It is. I want someone to hug during winter. If you don't can hug yourself.
Nah, that thing dragging. I want to know how long you have been single. I want to know how long you have spent on yourself. And me, I know some people use therapy to explain their bad behavior. If I clock it, you're mad. If I mistakenly clock it, because those people that be using, well, I was talking to my therapist about this, and then use it to not come and gaslight you. Wow. Oh,
no, sorry. Yeah. All I have to say to those people is your mama. Continue, please.
You need to leave people's parents, man. Like,
no, because listen. There's something people don't clock, right? As much as yes, we can say okay, after the child leaves home, they are nurtured by society. Don't they go back home?
Some. Not all.
No. I mean, because all these behaviors were behaving. It didn't start when we left home to university or when we left the country for our secondary school. It started when we were still in primary/elementary school inside our parents' house. There is, listen, I do psychology as a major. One thing I've learned is most of our behaviors right now started in childhood. It started when we were calling home to our parents every night. So either your parents neglected you emotionally, that's still affecting you now. It might not be a direct thing, but that is still affecting you now.
Yeah.
If you're neglected physically, that one you are most likely to see than the emotional part.
Yeah.
If you're neglected mentally, you are less likely to see it, but it is still there. So that's why I'm going for the parents. Because some of these parents will be acting like they did the best, you didn't do enough. That one night you skipped of checking the homework, maybe that was the night you should have done it. Because all I'm saying is, if you want to be a parent, you need to commit more than you do in a marriage. Because a marriage is one person joined together, make life. A child is you brought a life onto this earth, and you think you can do the bare effing minimum and say, okay, go to the world.
I mean, but there's two human beings too. I'm not gonna say. No, I'm not saying that they're.
That's why I'm talking about that. Your mama was just your mama. If I wanted to put everybody inside, I put everybody inside.
No. But no, what I'm saying is, there are some parents that are doing the best that they can. It might not be, in an ideal world, the best thing for the child. Like, they cannot give the child every single day. They're doing the best that they can because they still have to work. They still have to exist. They still have to buy the groceries.
No, the people I'm insulting. There's something correct in their childhood.
Okay.
That's why. Okay. Because the good people on earth, we look at their parents, we're like, wow, your parents actually tried with you. But those ones that have bad behavior. But there's some good parents that still brought up some fucked up shit. Kids. That one, yeah, the devil. No. Some people I know. Obviously, there are some exceptions. Yeah. I'm not going to deny that there are some exceptions, but the majority, the exceptions are far in between. That's what I'm saying. That's why I can say this generally. They are so. What am I saying? There's somebody I know in South Korea. His parents, amazing people. His sisters, amazing people. Him, a disgusting as human being. Okay. So there are exceptions. Yeah. I get it. That one I'll never insult his parents because I love his parents. They are amazing people. But that boy, disgusting piece of shit. Okay. And I said that because that's the only way to describe such a that's not. But like I said, there are exceptions, right? Yeah. But in the general sense, most of us got effed up in our childhoods. That's where, and I will stand on that 10 toes down. Most of us got effed up in our childhoods. It might not be necessarily directly the parents' fault. However, those were the ones that were mainly there, so those are the ones I'm going after. That's why. And if you're raised by your grandparents and you're effed up, I blame the grandparents. Everybody can get the blame. But I'm saying in a general sense, it started from childhood. That's what I noticed. That's what I've seen. That's what some of the stories about, and I'm like, I don't know what was going on in their households, but yeah, maybe you should have watched the child more. Maybe you should have, I don't know, but I'm just like, that's the general thing I've seen. So that's why I go for the parents. And also, if you saw some of these parents, they start to reevaluate their life and think maybe I should change. Yeah. As much as some people hate their parents, they don't want you to insult their parents.
Yeah.
So then when you insult their parents, they understand that you need to fix up.
Okay.
So it's sometimes a tactic. Yeah.
There was something else that you were going to say.
Oh, I don't remember. I got angry. Oh, yes. Sorry. Actually, I don't think I was going to say. It's just more reiteration. Think, okay, maybe don't think of yourself as a placeholder, because then that one becomes a very weird self-esteem thing, and God knows I don't have time to be talking about that with you. But what I'm saying is, to the people that want to change other people to fit their ideal person, or to fit their box, or to fit what they want in life, you're not special. And you will never be so special that person changes in that aspect. Because that's ridiculous. Because, and again, I still stand on, why do you think you are so good to now be the person to change the other person? You're also flawed. Have you fixed yourself? Have you become, because that's another thing. They want to change that person B to the ideal person. But are they their own ideal person? Are they the ideal version of themselves they want to be? No. So why then are you trying to mold somebody else into being their ideal version of what you want? Doesn't make any sense. Because if you still have things to work on, if you still have things you need to fix, things you need to learn, who are you then to go and change that person into your ideal person when you're not even halfway there? You're not even like, you don't have anything to stand on to now change that person.
Yeah. So there is this thing that I have been seeing, and there are some women that have been scared to date certain studs because of the worries of like transitioning. So there are some studs, and a good number of studs on transitioning. Like there are some masculines
transitioning
into men. So there are some that transition into men, and then there are some that don't. And it's like, I've seen some people be like, oh, when somebody's becoming too masculine, they're like, oh, hold up, wait a minute, are you trans? Sorry, just checking. Are you trans? Like, at the end of the day, yeah, whatever anybody's journey is, they can be honest with their partner. And I still think that your partner doesn't need to stay or have to stay or is obligated to stay with you when you transition, because that's your choice to make, right? Like, that's your choice to make. But for you to be so threatened that they're going to transition, maybe what that person identifies with is not really something that you're journeying with for real.
Exactly.
So if that person is like, for example, like I'll use the fluid umbrella because that's what I'm most comfortable with. If that person is fluid in the sense that they can switch up any day, that doesn't mean that, oh, when they want to be like the most masculine self, I'm talking, I don't know, whatever makes you feel masculine, and they go with that full on, they be like, oh, binding your chest, like, are you trans? Not everybody that binds is trans. I have big titties. I'm sorry, I'm just doing this to protect the people in the audience. I'm just doing this so you will not be overwhelmed by the gigantic tactics.
So that's, we can see.
You understand? But yeah, so those people are like, oh, binding your chest, are you like, are you there? And then they keep checking. And they keep trying to be like, okay, not everybody, not everything you see on social media applies to real life. There are some people, like, some people don't want to transition. And if they do, you have the right to change your mind. If today you don't want to transition and tomorrow you wake up and you want to transition and you start doing the process for it, it's your choice to make. If you're the person that is with you, that is dating you, that says that they LOVE you for some reason, meanwhile they're actually managing you and want to change you so you can come there. If that worry is still there, like, is now so upset about that, or like, why would you make this decision without me? And then you know where you can go? You can get out.
See, I think the general message here is just let people be.
Let people breathe.
Like, let people be. If you don't like it,
walk away.
It's not by force.
Literally, stop putting people in a box. Stop putting people in a box. Like, it's 2025, it's going to be 2026, we're still going. And it's ridiculous. Oh my God, actually, segue. I was having this conversation with a kid. And this kid is like 11, 2012. And this kid was like, oh, I miss the good old days when there were only two genders, male and female. And I looked at this child and I said, hang on, wait a minute, what are you talking about? The fact that, exactly, and the fact that there are elders in this world that are preaching and consistently like influencing people's perception is ridiculous. Like at the end of the day, why should it bother you what is happening next to you? You know what I mean?
You know,
in terms of somebody like
identity. Crazy to me. We all know the saying, "There's nothing new under the sun." And then all these others like, "Oh, back in my day, back in your day, they were there.
They were there.
But it has been there since God created man." Exactly. Y'all need to stop acting like this is some new stuff going on. There ain't nothing new about this. Y'all just purposefully ignored it. Exactly. So all this, back when things were easier and no. There was someone in your workplace that identified as a female, but they showed up masculine because they knew you'd kill them. Yes. So all this, but I miss the old days, and this is all new to me, and your generation is either shut up. Like, yeah, be quiet. Because like you were saying, what does your neighbor's business have to do with yours? Literally, it doesn't affect you. Why are you pissed? Because if it doesn't affect your livelihood, and it doesn't affect your quality of life, and it doesn't affect how you choose to express yourself, why are you so hot and bothered? Exactly. Who sent you? Yeah. Like, I'm so happy that I live in a world where, like, I can exist safely. I mean, some people say, oh, remember you're staying in Alberta, you know, there's still, just still be careful. But at the end of the day, it's becoming more and more normal. But imagine, I can only imagine what people used to suffer back in the day. Like being spat on, being stepped on, being kicked, being killed, being all of that. And I'm not even talking about slavery, I'm talking about people you know what I'm talking about? Like imagine, and I'm sure wasn't it just 2018? Trans people were still being beaten up and so. I know. Me, I have my horror story, so I know like it still happens. Just people should just walk around and mind your business. Okay? Somebody's masculinity, femininity, how they present, how they exist, how they choose to relate with you is up to them. The fact that you have the audacity that you have a say in that doesn't make any legal sense. It really doesn't. Now you're teaching the younger generation to be like, oh my god, the world is killing people. The world is what has happened to the world? The world is going, no, the world is going where the world needs to go. If you are so Christian, and for the Christian, if you're so Christian, because me, I'm not Christian as well, we know that the good book says God knew the ending from the beginning. So the world is going the exact way it needs to be going right now. If God was not happy with the way the world is going right now, the world would be shut down and a new world built. No? If the world didn't like how it is now, it would have simply done what he did in Noah's time and created a flood. Exactly. Also, thank you for saying Christianity, because I was trying to keep that as well. Talk to them a little bit. Are you Jesus? Assistant Jesus. Abi, God sent him himself, gave you the specific mission in life to go and be disturbing other people. I'm so sorry. If we are preaching, come as you are, who are you to judge who they are? Thank you. If you are preaching God loves us unconditionally, who are you to put conditions on the love? Exactly. If we are preaching that no matter what we do, we can always go to God, he will accept us because he created us. Who the F are you to now be putting limitations and to now be putting your own version of what they should be on them? You be God. The angel Gabriel come down and talk to you directly. Say, wait, see you, this is God's plan. Who are you? All this abomination, that. Did God tell you himself? That's what I'm trying to understand. I'm so sorry. What are we talking about? And then you now carry the good book and manipulate it in such a way that nobody wants to read it. Then you open your same dirty, useless mouth and come and say, oh, the younger generation don't read their Bibles. Why would they? Why would they? When you've carried it and beat it on their head to, what's the word I'm looking for? To justify your wickedness. To use it as your weapon. Thank you. You've weaponized the Bible against human beings, and then you have the audacity to say people are running away from God. They're running away from you that is in the church in the name of God.
Exactly.
That's what they're running away from. Exactly. So please, that's why I said, are you your ideal version? For you to come and be telling somebody who the ideal version is. Mm-hmm. Where did you come from?
Man, like, because
I'm going to need y'all to get your head out of your asses.
Literally.
And go and read the Bible as it was written.
Exactly.
And stop carrying your own useless morality and interpreting that Bible. Because last I checked, if God wanted to wipe out this place, he would have picked a select few and wiped us all out.
Yep. The only person I fear, the only thing I can fear, the only being I can fear is God. Because the only person that can judge me according to my Bible and according to my beliefs is God. If you are not God, get away from my eyes.
The gutter.
Like, I don't need any form of judgment. I don't need none of that. It's ridiculous. And change. The only person that can change, even when I try to change myself, if I see features of myself that I don't like and I want to change, I go to God for guidance. I go to God for help. I go to God for assistance. People might look at me and not realize, but I pray daily. Ooh. But you will be like, oh, how can you be queer? How can you be lesbian and in the church? Or no, I don't really go to the church because of all the stigmas and previous experiences. But I pray daily. I read my Bible. I'm very in tune. If you want to catch me on the flip side, I can show you that me and the Bible. Let's see now, because everybody's interpretation is different. And going back to that, the way people like move the Bible around and interpret it, it got to a point when I'm listening to something, I was like, but that's not what he said.
Thank you.
That's not what he said.
Thank you.
I said, because I know God has given me the gift of understanding. Because when my mother was praying on my head, I remember that one very, very well. And I know I have that gift. So
not only that,
I cannot read
have
English.
Discernment
as well.
So when you try and lie to us about what the Bible says, hello, we're clocking it. Mm-hmm. Also, sorry, one more thing. To all you Christians, I like to think you're a better Christian than the other person. Last I checked, sin is sin.
Yep.
Sin is sin.
Go watch that movie, Sinners.
Whether you are lying, you thief, you kill, anything, under the eyes of God, sin is sin.
But God did not put homosexuality as a sin.
But if we say it now, they'll come for us.
Exactly. Argue with your Bible, not me. Argue with your Bible, not me. So we all know what the sins are. So all the people that are committing all of them. But you will still come for this one.
Oh, let's. Because
if the good Lord be with you.
If we start now, they will cancel us.
I don't know. I got here because I just like to enter Christianity. I like to keep my mind on Christianity and just let it be my own personal journey.
No, but it has reached to say something.
Nah,
because some of and then the high horse they be on. I'm like, who made you assistant God? Who? Because unless God himself, I know for a fact that if you're a chosen person, I will see signs. And I ain't seen the sign. Because according to the Bible, people knew who were chosen. Even if God didn't tell them, people knew who was chosen. Because they just saw it. I've not seen it in you, so who are you? The so-called, I don't know about that one. That one is... let me mellow down, because I'm about to say something.
No, we'll give them the episode. Okay, anyway.
Okay, I'm actually gingered up for that part. Because, yeah.
But back to these people, at the end of the day, why this whole episode is about letting people breathe, letting people exist the way they want to exist. For me, if someone wants to walk around without shit, regardless of style, regardless of gender, without whatever, live your best life. I don't care. Don't put people in a box. Masculine, feminine, If you know you are not attracted to whatever that person is presenting, walk away. Don't stay and manage. Because if you tell me his management there,
I will use my hand and manage your face.
Bruh. And it's like, somebody be like, well, I'll be waiting for you. I'll be waiting for you to get here. Now you're finally here. Ah, sorry, I'm finally here. I'm dropping you here. This is your last bus stop.
What's family? I'm not finally here. I'm running. What do you mean finally?
No, I'm here. I've gotten to the point where I'm, like, for me to get to whatever point, then I definitely have to make a conscious decision.
Mm-hmm.
If you've been with me and you'll be like, well, I'm waiting for you to enter your food, and thank you. This is your last bus stop. Yeah, come down. Junction I've reached. And we continue going.
It's a very, thank you for being on the journey.
Yeah.
However, this is the last one.
Yeah. Because you cannot accept me for the full me, feminine, vulnerable, masculine, anything. Like everything.
Anything and
cooking, everything. I like to eat. Anything you're trying to change, bruh. Carry your and go. Changing your partner. I'm so sorry. It is nobody's duty to change their partner. Me, I want someone to come to me like the way they are.
I want to extend it to friends too.
Changing your friends.
That part.
Like,
because
why can't you just let people be? Why are you so like it? You have to because I know what it is. You have no control over anything. So you just want to control somebody else. You have no control over anything. Maybe you lack control in your childhood. Maybe your parents don't really give you that much control. Maybe your life is not lifing for you, so you want to focus on other people's issues, like other people. Control your own self. You are lacking control, and you want to now control another person. I'm sorry, you don't even know how to use the control. If they not say, okay, now here I am, control. You will not even know how to do it properly. Why can't you control the things that you can control? Like I tell people all the time, the only person you can control is yourself. You can never control the next person, no matter how much you try. If you like beat them into submission, you still are not controlling them. You just beat them into submission, but they are not still under your control. Ogini, what is it?
Come, people need to be able for this session. This is therapy. This is therapy right here. Y'all, when I said people need to go to therapy.
No, they do.
It wasn't a lie.
No, they do.
Because how do you wake up in the morning and decide you want to control somebody? Do you know how much work that is? Maybe I'm just too lazy.
I think that's it. Because
I think that's it. Because even the idea of me controlling somebody, I'm like, that's too much work.
Bruh, even sometimes I don't want to control my own life. I say, God, I just give it up to you because me, I don't have energy.
I'm heavy on the surrender to God.
Bruh, I surrender it all to you.
Heavy on the surrender.
People like, oh, how do you go through all the... Oh my God. Baba.
You now want to control ideal, God,
ideal. My ideal. Bro.
I don't ideal.
Even me, I've never understood. For me, I don't have an ideal type. Like, well, I made jokes about it. But at the end of the day, people say, like, have you heard of this? Choose the things that you can't live without. Those core things. And then just let the other person exist. If this person doesn't match your core thing, then they should be streamlined core things.
Yeah.
Then you move.
What are we saying?
Don't be like, oh, they have a good soul.
We read a list of our type.
Yeah.
Notice how our type didn't have any physical on it.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing like, I'm like,
It's how you guys connect.
You can be the most prettiest person on this earth. The moment your personality is not meeting one of those core things, I need to meet. I don't care if you're fine. Out of the door, please. I don't have time.
Yeah.
Because one thing I will not be is be with somebody that is first of all managing me, using me as placeholder, and then trying to change me. How dare you?
And I don't want to be the understanding person. I don't want to be the understanding person. And nobody should ever come to me I come to you as a
as me who was the understanding person. They will show you breakfast you've never seen before.
You will chop till you're full and you said don't want
the breakfast on top of the shege, on top of the embarrassment, on top of the betrayal that you will see. And let me even tell you, it's not the people outside that you feel embarrassed. You feel embarrassed of yourself.
Yeah.
You feel betrayed of yourself.
Yeah.
So as somebody that has been understanding, don't be understanding, because they will run you through the mud. And they will literally stretch you to where you think you cannot be stretched again. And then they will open their dirty mouth and say, oh, I didn't realize how much you cared about me. If you don't get the F,
yeah, understanding.
Don't be understanding.
I don't that. Don't be, because you will chop breakfast.
And that breakfast is
Also, why must you be the one that is understanding?
Thank you.
Why can't they understand?
Think heavy on that.
You put yourself down because you want to understand. Hello, why didn't they understand you enough to not put you in that situation in the first place? I don't understand. Cause
then they'll now try to gaslight you as you understand. Then when you now try to make them understand, they are the victim. No. Let me catch some people outside, please. Now I need to fight.
Yeah, nah. Just let people be. Me, I keep repeating that many times. I need to let people be.
Let them be.
Accept people for who they are. If you don't like it, walk away. There are how many billions of people on this earth? You like them say, you will meet the person that you don't need to change, don't need to put in that work for, because they already have the core. I mean, if you're on this vein and that's your own cross to carry.
No, even if you say, you will find them.
You will. They exist. They might not want you, but they do exist. Madam or organ changer. Them that are your ideal. They might not find
those
you.
are the ones that will even make you the placeholder.
Yeah, but so I just you figure out your own placeholding mess.
I'm just saying no.
They will leave these people with. Why you be giving me securities, man? Now look at their
no, you need to have it. You need to have it. Because of your audacity, some of you are walking around in it. Let me put you in your mother. You know what?
I mean, sit back, relax. Do your chest like this. Do it like this. Higher.
And I say I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight. It's okay. No, I've calmed down.
Me, I'm going to say for this episode, share it with that person that's trying to change you, but you don't want to be changed. Share it with that person that you know is managing somebody in their relationship, but they don't actually want to be that person, but they just happen to be with that person because they've got used to that person and they've been with that person for so long, but they actually want out. Share with them. Because the person that you're managing, the person you're suffering with, the person you're trying to, you've been with them for so long, how can they be anytime, but you've been managing? Are you not sad? Do you understand? Because they were not, there's this girl that chopped breakfast. The man that looked at her and said, it's not my fault that you didn't choose yourself.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Choose yourself. Don't manage anybody. Like,
see, it's not my fault.
It's not my fault.
You didn't choose yourself.
Homeboy left her right before their wedding.
I got goosebumps.
Bro. She was like, but like I only did one thing. You've done all these things. You've done the most. You're clinical. And I said, but you understood. Oh. So when she did one thing and it wasn't that grand, like it wasn't that like serious, I was like, goodbye now. My dear, life will not end if you leave that relationship that you don't actually want to be in. It will not end. It will not end if you leave that person that actually is not attracted to your masculinity or your femininity. It will not end if you leave that person that does not let you be who you are, be happy with what you wake up to look at in the mirror every morning. If your partner is not gassing you up like, yo, look at you, giving it to them, killing it, fine. Like if your partner is not complimenting you so much that you're blushing and your cheeks are red, even though you're the darkest person on earth, that's not your partner. Do you understand?
Say hallelujah,
bruh.
Because your word.
If anybody should accept you the most, it should be your partner. Why are your friends gassing you up more than your partner is gassing you up? Hello, is somebody there? Why is like what? Your partner should be your cheerleader. Your partner should be because I'm saying this because I'm that partner. I'm sorry. Hello, I will put carpets for step on my don't even walk. I'm your cheerleader because I would hold my partner to that high regard. So if your partner is not your number one cheerleader, your number one fan, your biggest everything, that's not your partner. That's why it's managing you. It's 2025. You don't need to deal with that. For real. You don't need to deal with that.
I think something was in the WhatsApp as we were recording this because the way both of us
there must be something in you.
I've gone on.
No, but for real.
No, you're right.
No, I'm sick of it. Hey? Yeah.
No, you're right. I mean, but nothing you said was wrong.
No.
You're right.
No.
So
everybody got their share today. Well,
me, I even went towards the grandparents too, so everybody
voila.
collected. On that note, we hope you made it this far.
Thank you for spending your time with us.
Child.
We are lovely, as you know. Let me just tuck my hair.
Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Share.
I mean, teachers already told you to share too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, anybody you think that would benefit from this, just slide it into their DMs.
Just a quick little. Don't even say hi. Just slide in. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a playlist called Detox SCW on Spotify.
Yes.
That's it really. I feel like I've yelled at y'all enough. So.
We're not angry with you. We just happen to yell. Have you ever heard that before?
We're not angry about disappointment.
Voila.
Bye.
Au revoir.